Hey guys, great to see you. Joe here and welcome to another video, and thank you very much indeed for joining me. So all the usual stuff applies. If you find the video helpful or useful in any way, perhaps you could click on the like or the subscribe. Really does make a difference. And if you do the social media thing, then please feel free to give me a shout out there. Okay, so on with today's video. Now, whenever I come across a guitar accessory that has been of use to me, then I kind of like to try and pass it on to you. And it's not something I do a great deal because I don't really use many gadgets as such. I just like to try and keep it simple, but there are a few essential things that we need in our guitar tool bag, if you like. So that's what we're going to be looking at, and we're going to be taking a look at a tuner today from TC Electronic, and that is called the Unitune. Now, before we get started on the video, I'd just like to spend a moment just talking about tuners. Now, I've used all kinds of tuners over the years, from the kind of pitch pipes that you used to blow in, to the headstock tuners, to tuners which go in the whole of the guitar, and also foot pedals. Now, if you're a kind of gigging musician or you do this for a living, then the chances are that you'll use a foot pedal because they offer the greatest accuracy and visibility, and they're probably the two most important things. There are many tuners out there which do all kinds of fancy things and everything else, but for myself, all I'm looking to do is to tune my guitar accurately and to be able to see it in all light conditions. Those for me are the number one priorities, if you like. And so this is where the kind of foot pedal has really stole the show, as it were, because for live musicians, they can always see it and they can always rely on it. Now, all tuners will do some kind of job to a certain extent, yeah, but it's just primarily about how accurately they can do that and how quickly they can do that. What I've found with a lot of cheap tuners is that they wander about a lot, okay? So it can be a slow process, you know? You could be somewhere where there's a lot of ambient noise and it picks that up. Now, they will all pick that up other than a foot pedal to some extent, but some are far better than others. And as I say, the cheaper ones tend to pick up the ambient noise a little bit more than the kind of better contenders, if you like. So without further ado, let's now take a look at this tuner from TC Electronic, the Unitune. Okay, so here you can see it on the guitar, and there is 3 buttons. There's one on the top, which is a power button, and there are 2 on the side. Top one on the side lets you change the reference tone, and the one below switches between needle and strobe on the tuner. Now, whatever way you turn the tuner, it will self-orientate to whatever way you're using it. So as I say, the power button is here, and that lights the kind of thing up. Hopefully you can kind of see that. And again, it will pick up some ambient noise, but the point is that when you play the strings, it picks up more of that than it will anything else. So it's a plastic case, which is nicely put together, really. It looks kind of tough. It has a clip on the back there that you can see there, which is a sturdy clip, and it's going to do the job, you know. It's not going to fall off or anything like that. It's got rubber on the both feet where it joins the headstock of the guitar, so it's not going to kind of ruin the top of your guitar in any way. So let's have a look of what it's like in the real world. Okay, so first of all, let me kind of mess up the tuning. I'm currently tuned up, right, but let me just mess all this up here. All right. Okay, so let's see, now that we've messed up the tuning, let's tune up the guitar, okay? So it's saying I'm D sharp there. By the way, when it comes to using the tuner, it shows sharp symbols and not flat symbols. So for example, if you're sharp, it will show whatever the letter is. Let's say it's A, followed by a little kind of arrow or a dot, okay? And then when you have a letter such as A without a dot, then you're actually in A, yeah, all right? I'll show you a little bit more about that in a while. Okay, so now we've messed up the tuning, let's tune up. So take this string here, okay, up to E. So that's okay. That's miles out. There's our B. There's our G. There's our D. That is a G sharp. Okay, that's our A. And that's our E. Okay. So as you can see, now it's always worth, when you kind of tune all the strings, to check them again, because you'll find that they've wandered a little bit like that. So you can see the E's back in now, the B's a little bit flat, the G is okay, D is okay, the A is okay, and the E is okay. So as you can see, it's relatively painless to tune up. Now what we'll do is we'll try an open tuning, okay? So let's say G tuning. That means we need to detune 3 strings, both E's and the A string. So let's start with the E string. We want to tune this down to a D. Now you'll notice that little dot now after the D, which is what I was mentioning earlier on. And that means the string is kind of in D sharp. By the way, the tuner switches off after 3 minutes in case you forget to switch it off. Okay, so that's D sharp, so we still need to come down. Now it's D and we're still sharp. You see what I mean? So we're coming down now to D. Okay, so that's same as this D. Okay, now our B has wandered. You see, you do find that when you're tuning your guitar to different tunings, that the other strings that you haven't touched can sometimes change. So now we need to take the A down a tone to a G. And there is a G, a little bit flat. And then we need to change our top string from an E to a D. Okay, so there's our D. G. G's gone a little bit sharp, as has the D. And the D at the bottom's gone a little bit sharp as well. So there we have open G tuning, and as you can see, it's relatively quick. Yeah. Now the tuner also has the ability to detect chords. Okay, so now I'm in open G tuning. If I play that, it's showing me that that's a G chord, yeah, and all those strings are in tune, and that's a C chord. But that's not a function I would really use myself. You know, I don't want to see if a chord's in tune. If the guitar's in tune, then the chord should be in tune, else you've got problems with the intonation. So there you have it, guys, the TC Electronic Uniclip tuner. Great little tuner. What they seem to have done with this is to have taken everything from a foot pedal and crammed it into a tiny little headstock tuner. So I wouldn't have any hesitation in recommending this tuner to anybody who's looking for something like this. I'm certainly going to be using this live from now on, because I've tested it in all kinds of light conditions, all kinds of noise conditions, and it works really, really well. So I hope that was of some help to you all, guys, and I look forward to seeing you soon with another video, and thanks for watching. All the best.